Do you want to be one of the few who consume hundreds of books a year and improve their reading and speaking skills? In this video, I'm going to share with you 3 obstacles that prevent you from improving these skills and how you can finish the challenging book you have started. But first, make sure that you are subscribed and turn on your notifications not to miss out the content I'm sharing with you that can change your life and your English reading fluency. Hey ladies and gentlemen, this is Masha, your English teacher who is passionate about reading non-fiction books, English and self-improvement. Well, imagine a young Ukrainian girl of about 20s who is following the clear life plan to graduate, get a job and make a family with a reliable husband. Everything was going very well until I found myself moving to Spain, and after 11 years of marriage, there was a divorce. You know, life happens and things change. So I had nobody to rely on except myself, and thankfully I was working as an English teacher in a public school, so I could take this responsibility about myself and my child. And I had a very long way of self-discovery in front of me, and I wanted to find answers to my questions. I was not satisfied at this moment with my life, so I was looking for answers. And the self-development book came across my way, so I grabbed the book and started reading, and a new world of learning and self-improvement opened in front of me. But ironically, when I was a teen, I hated reading. I didn't like it at all. Even my father had to bribe me in order to make me read at least one book. I read the books that were obligatory to read in order to pass the exams, but I didn't feel joy while I was reading it, and moreover I forgot almost everything that I read after finishing the exam. This is very strange and ironical that the thing I detested most, the reading, became my GPS in life. And well, if it takes you ages to finish one single book, or maybe vice versa, you can consume very fast the trilogy you're interested in and then you forget about reading for a couple of months, you definitely have to watch this video. Because the benefits of reading English books are huge. And one of the main reasons to read English book and finish it especially is that you will keep your fluency. Sometimes when you come up to advanced level of English, that you can lose your fluency. When I've been learning another foreign language, Spanish, I started to lose fluency in English. And reading English book was a solution for me. That reading is the only activity that requires your complete 100% focus and concentration. Concentration and dedication are the qualities of a successful person and learner, obviously. When you read the right books, you enjoy and learn both the language, and you learn things for your personal development, professional development, and in general life skills. When I studied English philology career, there were a compulsory book I had to read. I read them, but just to pass the exams, as I told you before, and then I completely forget about them. In this video, you will discover what to do, how to finish the book, and remember what you have read. How do you read the book? Let me tell you 3 main mistakes learners commit while reading English book. And they think they work, but they don't. Put a tick if you commit the same mistake. First, the big mistake I have made myself is trying to understand every single word when I was reading an English book. You know what happens? You cannot flow with the reading. You cannot enjoy the reading. And finally, what happens? You are dismotivated and then you give up reading the book. If you have chosen the right level of the book, 2-3 new words per page are completely normal because they do not interrupt and prevent you from understanding the whole message of the story. However, if you need to challenge yourself a little bit more and learn new expressions and idioms or phrasal words, and you want to do it, maybe up to 10 words per page could be okay. Well, the second mistake I made myself is reading an English book just because it is in English. Yes, what book you read matters a lot, because if you're not interested in the subject, but you are required to read this book, the most probably you will quit, you will give up, or you will finish the book, but then you will forget what you're doing. And it will take you ages to finish it. So choose the right book. And the last error that is commonly mistreated is lack of reading routine. You like it or not, the more you read, the better you become at reading. The better you become at reading, it influences on other areas of your language mastery. And now we start directly with the 3 tips how you can improve your reading comprehension right away. Take notes and to apply it just immediately after listening to them. The last one is very crucial, so stay attentive. If you want to stop wasting your time looking for different strategies, methodologies, effective courses, or teachers to practice your English with, you have to take advantage of this unique opportunity and join this Read and Grow book club. So let's dive into 3 techniques, 3 steps how to improve your reading comprehension to the very high level. The first one you have to bear in mind is set up a clear goal. Why are you reading? Are you reading to enjoy the book, or are you reading for learning, or maybe both? Depending on the answer and your goal, you will have to make more or less effort. This is clear. There are 2 types of reading. That is extensive reading, when you read for pleasure, just for joy, and you understand the majority of the words, like 95% per page, are clear and do not cause any difficulty. Or intensive reading. This is the time when you focus your attention to learn new expressions, grammatical structures from the book. And this is very common to understand, like 90 or 85%, let's say, because what you really need is the combination and balance. I would recommend you to use 80-20 method, meaning depending on your goal, the 80% will be your goal and 20% will be the rest. For example, 80% of your weekly time you devote for reading for pleasure. 20% of your weekly reading must be devoted to focused or intensive reading comprehension. Pick up the topic that you like most. For example, marketing. You pick up a book and start reading the first page or chapter, depending on your time you have. And lastly, if you want to go one step further, join this month's for free Read and Grow book club and live transformation by yourself, and receive guided help and participate in dynamic conversation with other learners of English and learn something new for you around the like-minded people.